Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's client tutorial will be on this gorgeous Cranberry Smokey eye, which I made with the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm just going to get straight into the tutorial. So to prime, of course, I'm using the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. It's new and it's freaking amazing for people with oily skin. Emma said she has slightly oily skin. She gets oily down her T-zone when she wears makeup, so that's why I chose that primer. And then I always spritz my client's face with a bit of Fix Plus before foundation. And the foundation I'm using is the MAC Studio Fix in NC37, and I've got to say that this shade is probably the most popular shade I use in my kit for clients that have fake tan on or are tanned like Emma, and I find that the majority of my clients are like Emma's sort of color, so this color is literally like the perfect match for a fake tan. So as you can see, I'm just applying it first with a concealer brush and then buffing it out with a damp beauty blender. I've also decided for this video that I'm not going to speed anything up, so I'm going to show you what happens in real time, like how long I actually take to do everything. I've just kind of cropped out the bits where I'm actually grabbing the products, but usually I can do a client's face in 35 to 40 minutes for those that are wondering. And then to hide her dark circles, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the Orange Corrector, and this works so well. I've only used this on a few clients and I love the way that it just literally color corrects the dark circles, and then after you put concealer on it, it's like nothing ever happened. It's amazing. And then to conceal, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and as you can see, I'm just applying that with a concealer brush straight underneath her eyes, and then I go ahead and pop it on her forehead, down the bridge of her nose, Cupid's bow, and on her chin, and then I blend it out with a beauty blender. And then to set her concealer, I'm baking using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just using that on the same beauty blender as I used on her face. And then to set the rest of her face, I'm using the Australis Fresh and Flawless Face Powder in Darkest Brown. By the way, leave a comment down below if I've converted you to this powder or you've tried it because of me, because I always get Snapchat saying, oh my god, I just bought the Australis Fresh and Flawless, it's amazing, thank you. So I want to know how many people actually went out and bought it. Anyways, so now I'm just brushing off the excess bake. Don't mind my head in front of the camera. I'm going to work out angles soon. I'm just brushing that off with a large stippling brush. And then for brows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, and I use the shade Taupe. And then I think I mix it with a bit of blonde as well. And then I'm just going ahead and filling in her brows, and I'm using the Pony Cosmetics eyebrow brush. It is my holy grail eyebrow brush ever. I'll leave the link down below where you can get it from, and yeah, you can just watch me fill in her brows. And then to clean up the brows, I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light on a concealer brush and just literally going straight underneath the brow. This literally makes the brow look perfect. Like, I'm so glad that I learned this technique. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Instagram or something, but literally it makes the biggest difference. I'm so sorry, I lost half the footage of me bronzing and contouring her face, but basically I'm using the Hoola by Benefit bronzer on the MAC 135 brush and just bronzing and contouring her cheeks. If you're wondering how I bronze and contour on clients, I do have other client videos where I show you more in depth, so yeah. And then I'm just contouring her nose using Hoola as well, and then I'm baking her contour using the Face of Australia translucent powder. The only reason why I don't use the Laura Mercier one is because of the price difference. This one's like $7, the Laura Mercier one's like $60, so I just like to use this to bake the contour. So for blush, I wanted something really nice and glowy, so I chose the Hot Mama by The Balm. I love this blush because it's got shimmer in it and it just makes the cheeks look amazing. And the highlighter I'm using is my Holy Grail, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, and I'm just applying that on the top of her cheekbones with the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush, which is also my Holy Grail. And then just using that large stippling brush from before, and I'm just brushing off the excess powder from the bake. Eyes, I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. I'm taking that shade and I'm using that as a transition shade and buffing it into her crease. Then taking that first highlighter, I like to use it as eyeshadow as well. Like, you can use it as a highlighter or an eyeshadow, which I think is amazing. And I'm just packing that all over her mobile lid. Then I'm just taking that darker mauvey color and I'm using that to define her crease a little bit more, and I'm using a Zoeva. It's kind of like a dupe for the MAC 217 brush. I'll leave it listed down below. It's actually such a good brush. It's actually one of my favorites. So I'm just using that to put on the outer V, and then I'm just using a bigger blending brush to blend it all seamlessly together. And then finally using the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm just basically concentrating that on the outer corners of her eye, just because I like the whole light to dark effect. So yeah, I've just packed that on and then I'm just blending it in all together. So for winged liner, I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio in black, and I'm just using that on a Zoeva winged liner brush, and I'm just starting by lining her eyes, and then I'm creating a wing. I'm thinking about doing a how-to winged liner on a client video, like a really short but in-depth video on how to do it, just because you can't really see me doing it like from this angle. So let me know if you'd like to see a video on that. I actually did also line her waterline with the Maybelline Eye Studio as well, but my face was basically in the whole frame, so I just decided to cut that out. But I'm just smoking out her lower lash line with that darker mauvey color, and then I'm going to apply some mascara. I think that's what's up next. Yeah, I'm going to apply mascara, and I use the Benefit Roller Lash, or sometimes I use the Pony Cosmetics White Night Mascara. They're both my favorite for clients, and obviously using that on a disposable mascara wand. So for lashes, I'm using the Model Rock 212s, which are definitely one of my favorites in my kit. I just purchased them straight from the Model Rock website, and I buy the bulk pack, so it's like $90 for 50 pairs. And then I'm lining her lips with MAC Soar Lip Liner, and then the lipstick that I chose was Faux by MAC as well. then I'm just coating her lower lashes with some mascara as well, and then I'm also using that to blend her falsies with her real lashes. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and learnt a few tips and tricks. Don't forget that I do actually have other client tutorials if you're new to my channel, so you should definitely check them out. But yeah, I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.